Vision of the universal form. After these incidents, Vasudeva asks his family priest Garga Muni to visit the place of Nanda Maharaj in order to astrologically calculate the future life of Krishna. Gargamuni was a great saintly sage who had undergone many austerities and penances and been appointed priest of the Jadu dynasty. When Gargamuni arrived at the home of Nanda Maharaj was very much pleased to see him and immediately stood up with folded hands and offered his respectful obeisances. He received Gargamuni with the feeling of one who is worshipping the Supreme Personality of Godhead. He offered him a nice sitting place, and when he sat down, Nanda Maharaj offered him one reception. Addressing him very politically, he said, "My dear Brahman, your appearance in a householder's place is only to enlighten. We are always engaged in household duties and are forgetting our real duty of self-realization. Your coming to our house is to give us some enlightenment about spiritual life. You have no other purpose in visiting householders. Actually, a saintly person or a Brahman has no business visiting householders who are always busy in the matter of dollar and cents. The only reason saintly person and Brahmanas go to the place of a householder is to enlighten him. If it is asked, why do not the householders go to a saintly person or a Brahman for enlightenment? The answer is that householders are very poor hearted. Generally, householders think that engaging in family affairs is their prime duty and that self-realization or enlightenment in spiritual knowledge is secondary. Out of compassion only, saintly person and Brahmanas go to the householders' homes. Nanda Maharaj addressed Gargamuni as one of the great authorities in astrological science. The forgetellings of astrological science, such as the occurrence of solar or lunar eclipse, are wonderful calculations, and by this particular science, a person can understand the future very clearly. Gargamuni was proficient in this knowledge. By this knowledge, one can also understand what his previous activities were that are causing him to enjoy or suffer in this life. Nanda Maharaj also addressed Gargamuni as the best of the Brahmanas. A Brahmanan is one who is expert in the knowledge of the Supreme. Without knowledge of the Supreme Absolute, one cannot be recognized as a Brahman. The exact word is used in this connection is Brahman Vidam, which means those who know the Supreme very well. An expert Brahman is able to give reformatory facilities to the sub-castes, namely the Kshatriya and Vaishya. The Sudras observe no reformatory performance. The Brahmana is considered to be the spiritual master or priest for the Kshatriya and Vaishya. Nanda Maharaj happened to be a Vaishya and he accepted Gargamuni as a first class Brahman. He therefore offered his two foster sons, namely Krishna and Balaram, to him to purify. Nanda stated that not only these boys but all human beings just after birth should accept a qualified Brahman as spiritual master. Upon this request, Gargamuni replied, Vasudeva has sent me to see the reformatory performance of these boys, especially Krishna's. But if I do so, it may incidentally appear that Krishna is the son of Devaki, since I am Vasudeva's family priest. By his astrological calculation, Gargamuni could understand that Krishna was the son of Devaki. Krishna was the son of what? Devaki. Since I am Vasudeva's family priest, by his astrological calculation, Gargamuni could understand that Krishna was the son of Devaki, which Nanda did not know. Indirectly, Gargamuni said that Krishna and Balaram were both sons of Vasudeva. Balaram was known as the son of Vasudeva because his mother Rohini was present there, but Nanda Maharaj did not know about Krishna. Gargamuni indirectly disclosed the fact that Krishna was the son of Devaki. Gargamuni also warned Nanda Maharaj that if we would perform the reformatory ceremony, then Krishna, who was naturally very sinful, would understand that Krishna was the son of Devaki and Vasudeva. According to astrological calculation, Devaki could not have a female child, although everyone thought that the eighth child of Devaki was female. In this way, Gargamuni intimated to Nanda Maharaj that the female child was born of Jashoda and that Krishna was born of Devaki and they were exchanged. Also, the female child Durga has informed Kansa that the child who would kill him was already born somewhere else. Gargamuni stated, if I give your child a name and if he fulfills the prophecy of the female child to Kamsa, then it may be that the sinful demon will come and kill this child also after the name giving ceremony. But I do not want to become responsible for all these future calamities. On hearing the words of Gargamuni, Nanda Maharaj said, if there is such danger, then it is better not to plan any gorgeous name giving ceremony. It would be better for you to simply chant the Vedic hymns and perform the purificatory process. We belong to the twice born caste and I am taking this opportunity of your presence. So please perform the name giving ceremony without external pomp. Nanda Maharaj wanted to keep the name giving ceremony a secret and yet take advantage of Gargamuni performing the ceremony. When Gargamuni was so eagerly requested by Nanda Maharaj, he performed the name giving ceremony as secretly as possible in the co-shed of Nanda Maharaj. He informed Nanda Maharaj that the son of Rohini would be very pleasing to his family members and relatives and therefore would be called Rama. In the future, he would be extraordinarily strong and therefore would be called Baladeva. Gargamuni said further, because your family and the family of Jadu are so intimately connected and attracted, his name will also be Sankarsana. This means that Gargamuni awarded these names to the son of Rohini, namely Balaram, Sankarshan and Baladeva. Balaram, Baladeva and Balaram, Sankarshan, Baladeva. Yes. But he carefully did not disclose the fact that Balaram had also appeared in the womb of Devaki and was subsequently transferred to the womb of Rohini. Krishna and Balaram are real brothers, being originally sons of Devaki. Gargamuni then informed Nanda Maharaj, as far as your son is concerned, this child has taken different bodily complexions in different yugas. First of all, he assumed the color white, then the color red, and then the color yellow, and now he has assumed the color black. Besides that, he was formerly the son of Vasudev, therefore his name should be Vasudeva as well as Krishna. Some people will call him Krishna and some will call him Vasudeva. Deva. But one thing you must know, this son has had many other names and activities due to his different pastimes. Gargamuni further hinted to Nanda Maharaj that his son would also called Giridhari because of his uncommon pastime of lifting Govardhana hills. Since Gargamuni was an astrologer, he could understand everything past and future, and thus he said, I know everything about his activities and names, but others do not know. This child will be very pleasing to all the cow herd and men and cows. Being very popular in Vrindavan, he will be the cause of all good fortune for you. Because of his presence, you will overcome all kinds of material calamities despite opposing elements. Hare Krishna.